because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Back to the air on second down. Nix, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. From the gun on 3rd down. Nix, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, Nix flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing again. Nix escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. Throwing on 1st down. Nix. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play in the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Nix. Eluding the, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners will take over at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Switch gears. Right here, guys. Fight. Mike 51. Watch the screen. Go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
52, orbit.
Let's go, D.
On first down, Nix. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Go. 18 games.
Shit. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Bravo. Go.
Mike back two.
Go down.
Back to throw. Nix, flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 15. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected for the second week in a row?
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got him in. Complete. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 99 yards. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. It's a kickoff return of 94 yards as his guys are back within a single score. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a play there for the Eagles. 41 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Go, 30 base.
Push it back. Push it back.
On 1st and 10, Nix being chased out left. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Ready. 90, Wolf.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night, and that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw. Nix eluding the pressure right. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nix, the catch made by Miller. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Nix flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Alert 3. Alert 3. Check 37. Check 37.
To throw again. Nix buying time to his left. He completes it to Wilson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line.
Go.
Single receiver. Slam.
Throwing on 1st down. Nix. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Nix. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the 4th quarter, can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon. And not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the...
This is caught at the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for Philly. And even 60 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again. Nix dancing to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Another try for Barkley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th off. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd and 9 now. Flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And Wilson has it. He got 29 yards that time.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. Looking to throw. Nix forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On 3rd down, Nix. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, look at that. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 15. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. Gonna look deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 6. Flush to his right. It's caught. It's Miller. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you're so...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Bravo!
52. I want that. Give me that ball.
Hey.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
Five.
Throwing again. Nix buying time to his left. Going deep. It got his man. Complete. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Eagles,